My name is Cindy Burleson, and I'm chairman of the International Sibling Society. It's a privilege to welcome you to SDGs Explained, the podcast, where we explore the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and how people in over 190 countries are working together to make life better on the planet for all of us, both above and below the water. The 17 Sustainable Development Goals are a universal call to action to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure peace and prosperity for all, addressing key challenges such as poverty, hunger, health, education, gender equality, clean water and sanitation, affordable and clean energy, decent work and economic growth, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, responsible consumption and production, climate action, life below the water, life on land, peace and justice, and strong institutions. In this series, you will learn much more about the Global Sustainable Development Goals. But if you're curious and you want to know more now, check out the SDGs Explained trailer and bonus features found in the same place you found our podcast here today. Or you can just search for us by name, SDGs Explained, on any of these well-known platforms: Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, and of course the RSS.com community. You can also find the International Sibling Society on YouTube. We urge you to take the time to look us up on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Indeed, we need your support to get out our message through the algorithms so everyone, everywhere around the planet can hear this message and share it with all, and we can learn together how we're all working to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals in various parts of the world. It only takes one click. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get YouTube on our side. Speaking of YouTube, if you visited our website, issnow.earth, lately, you'll see that the International Sibling Society is in the middle of a huge YouTube subscriber drive. As a global citizen, you'll be asked right there on our website, issnow.earth, if you're ready to embark on a captivating journey of cultural exploration and meaningful connections. Well, if so, then look no further than the International Sibling Society's YouTube channel. We're a vibrant community dedicated to fostering understanding, appreciation, and unity among change makers across borders. Today, we invite you to become an integral part of our movement by subscribing to our channel and embracing the power of shared experiences. With so many subscribers already on board, our channel has become a vibrant hub for engaging conversations, heartwarming stories, and diverse perspectives from every corner of the world. We believe that individuals, irrespective of nationality, have a unique bond that transcends boundaries and has the potential to bridge gaps in our global society. Through our videos, we aim to nurture this bond and ignite a sense of camaraderie that goes beyond geographical limitations. What can you expect from the International Sibling Society's YouTube channel? Well, let's just take a look. These captivating, all this captivating content awaits. You'll have inspiring stories where you will discover awe-inspiring stories of individuals who have overcome challenges, embraced diversity, and made a positive impact in their communities. These stories will touch your heart and remind you of the incredible strength that lies within human relationships. You'll also find cultural showcases where you can immerse yourself in the richness of global culture through our captivating showcases. From traditional music to dance performances to culinary delights and festive celebrations, you'll witness the beauty and diversity of cultural traditions from around the world. You'll also find thought-provoking discussions where you can engage in thought-provoking discussions on pressing issues that affect people everywhere around the globe. Our insightful panel discussions and interviews tackle topics such as education, environment, social justice, and more, providing a platform for meaningful conversations and exchange of ideas. You'll also find collaborative projects, and you can be a part of exciting projects that encourage cross cultural interaction and creativity, from art challenges and virtual storytelling to shared experiences and joint initiatives. Our channel fosters connections that extend far beyond the screen. By subscribing to the International Sibling Society's YouTube channel, you're not just gaining access to an enriching platform, you're becoming an integral part of a global family dedicated to unity, understanding, and positive change. Your support will help us reach even more individuals and organizations worldwide, fostering a sense of belonging, promoting empathy, and encouraging a shared vision for a better future. Together, let's celebrate the beautiful tapestry of humanity, weaving connections that transcend borders and inspire us to create a more harmonious world. Join us by clicking that subscribe button and turning on notifications to stay updated with our latest videos. Remember, every subscription matters, and it brings us one step closer to building a community rooted in empathy, respect, and mutual support. Share our channel with your friends, family, and social networks, encouraging them to join this remarkable journey of unity. Thank you for being a catalyst for change and embracing the International Sibling Society's mission. Together, we can create a world where individuals stand united, empowering one another, and leaving lasting positive impacts on our shared humanity. We encourage you to subscribe and be a part of our global family. In this season of SDGs Explained, we're exploring incredible projects currently underway under the leadership of Mandela Washington Fellowship recipients across the African continent. I'm your host, Cindy Burleson, Chairman of the International Sibling Society. Today we sit in the studio of the Innovation Center in Reno, Nevada. Our guest comes all the way from Ghana. Please welcome Wendy Egyirkoom, a passionate change maker and advocate for sustainable development. Wendy, it's a pleasure to sit across from you in the studio today and have you on the show.
Thank you, Cindy. I'm thrilled to be here and share my experiences and the inspiring work happening in Ghana.
Oh, fantastic. Let's just dive right on in then. To start, could you tell us about your project and how it aligns with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals?
Absolutely, Cindy. My nonprofit is the Wenette Hope Foundation, based in Ghana, a country rich in gold and minerals in the western part of Africa. You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Wenette Hope Foundation. Although our country is blessed with gold and precious minerals under the surface of the land, our organization is dedicated to addressing the basic needs of marginalized individuals in my country. We help marginalized individuals access food, shelter, and clothing, as well as providing vocational skills training. Through this initiative, we aim to contribute to sustainable development goals, including Goal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 8.
So goal 1 is no poverty, right?
Yes.
And goal 2
Zero,
is zero hunger.
Exactly.
And what about 3?
Good health and well-being.
And 4, quality
Education. And 5 is gender equality. And 8 is decent work and economic growth.
Okay, we're definitely going to have to revisit those topics and come back. But you mentioned that the Wenette Hope Foundation helps marginalized individuals. What is a marginalized individual in Ghana, and who are we talking about here?
Marginalized individuals are those whose voices are often silenced, whose dreams are overshadowed, and whose potential is untapped. These underserved communities face countless challenges and barriers in their pursuit of a better life. They are single mothers, street children, orphaned homes, and children, men and women living in poverty.
Well, Wendy, that explains a lot. Well, let's take the time to get to know your organization better. What are the aims or the goals of the Wenette Hope Foundation?
Absolutely. Our aim is to equip and inspire the next generation from deprived communities, streets, etc., with quality education, creative workshops, and training activities for a successful future. I also provide them with the much needed tools, support, and resources for their growth and development.
Well, what kind of activities does the Wenette Hope Foundation do?
So we offer free vocational skill training. These trainings come in 27 different modules that they get to choose from. A few are hairstyling, masonry, fashion design, makeup, and many more. We also offer health screenings where we screen orphanage homes and their caregivers, street children, free medical screening to detect whatever is wrong with them and give them medication for that. And if we have to refer them to the hospital and pay their medical bills, we do that as well. We also assist people in paying their medical bills. So we visit hospitals in Ghana and also get to know the people who are not able to pay their bills and they are being quarantined there because of that. We help them pay their bills, clear the bills, and then they get to go back home, especially with pregnant women who just give birth. Also, we have donations in forms of food and supplies to underprivileged centers. So we visit marginalized communities where we get to meet mentally challenged or physically challenged individuals, orphanage homes, and we supply them with their basic needs.
Well, these are some amazing activities. Wendy, what's the target group that the Wenette Hope Foundation activities try to reach?
Basically, we try to reach the single mothers who dropped out of school because of teenage pregnancies. These people are between the ages of 18 and above. Also, we target orphan homes, the aged, so the old people in our community who are being marginalized because people think they have some kind of negative effect in their family. We reach out to them as well. We reach out to needy Barbarian students. These people, we help them pay their school fees and continue with their studies. We help physically and mentally challenged people, street children, and also patients struggling to pay their medical bills.
Well, you know, people around the world hear stories of these type of things and what you're describing here, and they want to help,
Yeah,
and they want to volunteer, they want to show up, and they want to help.
exactly.
So, can you give us some details about the Wenette Hope Foundation volunteer activities? You host international volunteers or national volunteers?
So far, all our volunteers are locally. All our volunteers comes from Ghana. We don't have any international volunteers yet, and we are hoping to collaborate with anybody who is willing to come on board and be part of our organization. That'll be a privilege.
So, I hear you say then that you welcome international volunteer efforts and maybe some that have real experience organizing internationally.
Exactly.
You'd take all the help you could get,
Yes,
huh?
I'm here for all
Oh,
that.
that sounds great. Um, and of course, the flip side to volunteering is that the volunteer receives so much in return as far as experiences and helping and especially when you're working together on shared goals like the Sustainable
Yes,
Development Goals. Um,
exactly.
well, how many people work in the Wenette Hope Foundation staff? How many people do you?
We have 16 people we are working with at the moment. So we have 10 people who are members. So members are the people that get to vote, that get to also bring up their ideas. We to help the organization. We have people who we call associate members. These are very busy people like the bank managers and those who work in some of the institutions where they cannot come physically to most of our projects, but they send their money every month as a contribution towards our project. So in total, we have 16 people we work with.
Well, of these 16 people and all your community partners, locally and professionally and internationally, give us a short description of how the Wenette Hope Foundation is organized, like maybe a brief organizational structure breakdown.
Okay, so we have our advisory board. These are the people we send all our projects to for an advice. So let's say if this year we have 4 projects that we are going to embark on, we fall on our advisory board for them to vet our projects. And then after they come back with feedbacks, we take them in good faith. And also, as the CEO, I take it over to my project managers and my members to also deliberate which ones will be gone, like will be done first, which ones we have to hang on to, and which ones are like easy to implement and time bound. So, in as much as we have our goals and we have what we are doing in a year, should in any time a project comes up which demands urgent need, let's say a child suffering from cancer needs donation to undergo surgery, we also prioritize those projects. And we are also conscious about the effort of donor fatigue, because it's not always that you are knocking on people's doors and asking for contributions. So we are also in line with that. So when we conclude on everything, the project management take over the project. We have the PROs doing their thing, the finance people bringing on board. We have volunteers that come on board, and the project is a success.
Fantastic, Wendy. Well, the Wenette Hope Foundation sounds like a sound organization ready to partner up with other organizations to achieve shared goals. Speaking of shared goals, as you know, the Sustainable Development Goals are a set of 17 globally adopted goals that the United Nations agreed upon, or member nations agreed upon, in resolution format, means an honor, bound by their honor only. They adopted these resolutions in 2015. So, by their honor, they agree to address various social, economic, and environmental challenges and promote sustainable development worldwide. Let's explore how the Wenette Hope Foundation initiatives in Ghana align with each of these sustainable development goals. You mentioned goal number one, which was no poverty.
Exactly.
The Wenette Hope Foundation offers to address the basic needs of marginalized individuals, such as providing access to food, shelter, and clothing, directly to contribute to goal number one. By assisting those living in poverty, the foundation aims to reduce the number of people living below the poverty line in Ghana and improves their overall living conditions. The Wenette Hope Foundation is also addressing goal number two, which is zero hunger. The foundation's focus on providing marginalized individuals with access to food helps to tackle hunger and malnutrition in Ghana. By supporting food security initiatives and providing assistance to those in need, the organization contributes to achieving goal number two, ensuring that everyone has access to safe, nutritious, and sufficient food. You also mentioned goal number three, good health and well being. The Wenette Hope Foundation efforts to address the basic needs of marginalized individuals, including access to shelter and healthcare services, do align with goal number three. By improving living conditions and promoting health care initiatives, the foundation works towards enhancing the health and well being of marginalized communities in Ghana. You also mentioned goal number four,
Yes.
quality education. Through vocational training or vocational skills training, the foundation is contributing to goal number four by providing marginalized individuals with opportunities to acquire relevant skills and knowledge. Access to quality education and vocational training can empower individuals to improve their livelihoods and break the cycle of poverty. The Wenette Hope Foundation is also addressing goal number five, which is gender equality. The foundation's initiative can play a role in advancing goal number five by ensuring that both men and women from marginalized communities have access to the support and opportunities provided. By promoting gender equality in their programs, the foundation fosters an inclusive and equitable society. And then the last goal that you identified with was goal number eight.
Yes. That's my favorite.
I like that one too. I truly do. Decent work and economic growth. The vocational skill training offered by the Wenette Hope Foundation can contribute to Goal 8 by equipping marginalized individuals with needs or with skills needed to secure decent employment opportunities. By promoting economic growth and decent work, the organization helps individuals achieve sustainable livelihoods and uplifts their communities. And I definitely say that overall, the Wenette Hope Foundation's dedication to addressing the basic needs of marginalized individuals in Ghana aligns with several crucial sustainable development goals. By focusing on poverty alleviation, hunger eradication, healthcare improvement, education, gender equality, and economic growth, the Foundation's initiatives have the potential to create positive and lasting impacts on the lives of marginalized communities in Ghana. Well, Wendy, how did you come up with the idea for the Wenette Hope Foundation and what motivated you to pursue it?
So, Cindy, growing up, I experienced the selflessness of my late grandmother, who was always a generous giver. At the time, my siblings and I often complained about her giving away our best possessions without understanding her reasoning. However, as the years passed, my sister and I co founded a non-profit organization to honor our grandmother's legacy and make a genuine impact on the lives of those in need. Over the course of 9 years, our non-profit group has been able to provide support to orphanages and disabled homes, offer free skill training programs, assist brilliant but needy students, and provide free vocational training. These efforts are a way of continuing our grandmother's spirit of giving and extending a helping hand to marginalized individuals and communities. Through our nonprofit, we aim to create opportunities for those in need, empower them with valuable skills, and support their educational journeys. It's a fulfilling experience to witness the positive impact we can make by continuing my grandmother's legacy of compassion and generosity.
Well, your dedication is inspiring, Wendy. Could you walk us through the process of implementing your project? What steps have you taken to ensure its success?
Certainly, Cindy, to ensure the effectiveness of our initiatives, we start by conducting comprehensive research to identify the specific groups in need of our assistance. In addition to our research efforts, we engage with our online community through social media, encouraging them to suggest communities or individuals that require support. This helps us broaden our reach and connect with those who may not be directly visible. Collaboration is a crucial aspect of our approach. We work closely with local stakeholders, such as the community leaders and organizations, to gain a deeper understanding of the challenges and needs of the community we aim to assist. Additionally, we establish partnerships with international organizations and institutions to leverage their expertise and resources, enhancing the impact of our interventions. To maintain a structured and organized approach, our team annually plans out our projects. Through thorough discussions and careful consideration, we determine the focus areas, goals, and activities for the year ahead. This allows us to allocate resources effectively and ensure that our efforts are targeted and aligned with our mission. By combining research, collaboration, and strategic planning, we strive to maximize the positive impacts of our nonprofit organization and create sustainable solutions for those in need.
Well, that's impressive how comprehensive your approach is. Well, Wendy, could you share with us some of the positive impacts your project has had on the communities you work
Absolutely, Cindy. We are delighted to witness the substantial progress we have made in raising awareness about the centers that have benefited from our nonprofit organization. By making these centers known to the public, we have been able to generate donations and support for their crucial work. In addition to providing financial assistance, we also prioritize the training and empowerment of caregivers, teenage mothers, and young men through free vocational skills programs. These initiatives have played a significant role in reducing unemployment rates and dependency within these communities. We believe that by equipping individuals with valuable skills, we are enabling them to create sustainable livelihoods for themselves and others. One particular project we have developed and termed Impact to Impact holds great importance. Upon completing their vocational training, participants have the opportunity to establish their own businesses and become trainers themselves. passing on their knowledge and skills to others. This creates a ripple effect, multiplying the impact of our efforts and promoting self sufficiency within the communities we serve. Through these initiatives, we strive to break the cycle of poverty and dependency, promoting empowerment and fostering a sense of agency among marginalized individuals. We are proud to see the positive outcomes that our organization have achieved and remain committed to making a lasting difference in the lives of those we support.
Well, that's incredible. Before we wrap it up, Wendy, do you have any advice or key learnings that you'd like to share with our listeners who might be interested in undertaking a similar project in their country?
Of course, Cindy, it's essential for all of us to embrace generosity and demonstrate love towards the less privileged in society whenever possible. By doing so, we can contribute to reviving hope and making a positive impact on lives, aligning with the principles of Sustainable Development Goals. Furthermore, fostering partnerships and collaboration is crucial for the success of our organization. We warmly welcome partners from around the world who share our vision and are interested in joining forces with us. Through collaborations, we can leverage diverse perspectives, expertise, and resources to maximize our collective impact and create meaningful change. Together, let us continue to extend a helping hand, revive hope, and uplift the lives of those in need. By working collaboratively and embracing the Sustainable Development Goals, we can foster sustainable and inclusive development for a better future. Do well to subscribe to this channel.
Oh, that's excellent advice, Wendy. Well, tell us once again where we can find you on the planet and online. How do we find you?
So on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, you can find us by typing Wenette Hope Foundation, and that's our name. Thank you very much for your audience.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Wendy, for sharing your incredible project with us today. It's been a pleasure to honor and highlight your work and the impact you're making in Ghana. We wish you all the continued success in your future endeavors. And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to the International Sibling Society SDG Explained podcast. Stay tuned for more inspiring stories and projects aligned with the Sustainable Development Goals. Remember, together we can make a difference.
Thank you, Cindy. It's a pleasure sharing my journey with you and your listeners.
To our listeners, thank you for tuning in to SDGs Explained today. Join us next time where you found our podcast here today, or you can search for us by name, SDGs Explained, on any of these well-known platforms: Spotify, Amazon Music, Samsung Podcast, Podcast Index, Listen Notes, and of course, the RSS.com community. You can also find the International Sibling Society and the SDGs Explained series on YouTube. We urge you to take the time to look us up on YouTube and subscribe to our channel. Indeed, we need your support to get our message out through the algorithms so everyone, everywhere around the planet can hear it and share with us how they are working to sustain or to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals in their part of the world. It only takes one click. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get YouTube on our side.